All right, so here we're going to talk about angles and transversals. And remember, this is the answer key. You should be trying this first before you go over this. So what I always do, angle 1 and angle 10, I like to circle them. And then I choose that spot that's right there where those intersections are. And for this one, this line is my transversal. So 1 is on the inside and 10 is on the inside, and they're on the opposite side of the transversal. So I know that this is alternate interior angles. 7 and 11, so 7's down here and 11's down here, so I'm using these 2 points. So now I've got a new transversal. It's different, it's this line right here. And with that being the new transversal, it looks like 7 is on the bottom right and 11 is on the bottom right, so these are corresponding. So now I'm looking at number 8, angle 8 and angle 2. And if I do that, this now becomes my transversal, so it's a new transversal, all based on which angles we have. They're both on the outside, they're not on the inside, so we know that this is exterior. And they are on the opposite sides of the transversal, so this has to be alternate exterior angles. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to erase some of this here. And remember, you can always pause. So now that that's all erased, we're going to go to the next one. So I've got angle 10 and angle 5. And that makes this my transversal. And so since these are on the inside, I know it's interior. And they're on the same side, so this is same side interior angles. Now I'm looking at angle 4 and angle 9, which makes this my transversal here, the red line. They're both on the inside, and they're on the opposite side of the transversal, so this is alternate interior angles. And then the last one I've got is 12 and 1. So 12 and 1, which means I keep the same thing here, the same transversal. I'm drawing it in blue. They're both on the bottom left side, so these are corresponding.